Trying to go over the top to the near side. Leap Day is kept going with Sydney's Son as they go inside the final furlong. Manavan just getting the up hand to the near side, but battling back. Bobby's Blessing on the far side. Leap Day between horses is staying on as well. They race towards the line. Bobby's Blessing, Leap Day desperate. They've gone past together.
Ridden along Daydream Dancer in third. Beautiful Star, then comes Royal Design. Very few have got into this. Rage of Bambi shaken up, and the response is immediate. And she's gone about 3 lengths clear, just being pushed out. Rage of Bambi. She's going to make it 2 out of 2, and she's putting up quite a performance here under the penalty. Rage of Bambi, very impressive, pretty much makes all. From in second place, Daydream Dancer. Third, From Beyond.
For the gutter is back in 4th place, then One More No More and Gordon Gray. It's Lord of Biscay who's just in front and now is starting to stride away. Lord of Biscay goes clear by 4 or 5 lengths swiftly. One Night Thunder had nothing in response and a very easy return success for Lord of Biscay. One Night Thunder home in
and white, Royal Key in the red jacket on the far side, Hayland, and then behind those Pearl Eye and the pale colours towards the near side, but Abadiah in front inside the furlong. Royal Key still attacking towards the near side. Abadiah by a length to Royal Key, who's trying to close as they race up towards the line. Abadiah, Royal Key over the top. Royal Key got there to Abadiah in second. Horses, Bobby's Blessing on the far side, Manavan trying to go over the top to the near side. Leap Day is kept going with Sydney's Son as they go inside the final furlong. Manavan just getting the up hand to the near side, but battling back. Bobby's Blessing on the far side. Leap Day between horses is staying on as well. They race towards the line. Bobby
I'm now hunting whether that is a track record or just how good it is, just because there's the inner and the outer track record. I'm going to have an answer for you very soon, I promise, while Dave tells me about the next to Beverley.
Well, there's been an interesting move, and perhaps not surprisingly for Leap Day. Easterby horse, Beverley, was beaten a nose over course and distance on its first attempt at this trip last time, and he's just deposed the Southern Raider From Beyond, who's had all sorts of operations. Well, he's had a wind up and he's got a tongue strap for the first time. For Oisin Murphy, he's got a good book of rides today for Harry and Roger Charlton. But Leap Day, punters who went down by a nose last time are trying to get their money back today.
Right, Leap Day is 2-1, From Beyond 9-4. Aberdeen is 7-2, and it's 6s and bigger than rest. And Chris Dixon can take us to the off.
Thanks, Tom. And there is your favourite now, a new favourite in Leap Day. I think he was maybe even third in the betting at one point when the market initially opened up. He was definitely not favourite, but he is now quite strong in the betting, just edging it from Beyond. And it was those two that I liked most on the form book, really. I think the market has this about right. Leap Day open to less progress, you might say, given that he's had 4 starts against the couple from Beyond, but only 4 starts himself, and arrives on the back of what I think you could put down as a career best last time out. His only bullet came on very deep ground in conditions that weren't that nice, and you could excuse, I think, at Thirsk. I know he'd run on a testing surface previously, but that was really deep ground at Thirsk, and I think you could easily enough just strike a line through that. The run behind Bobby's Blessing, a debutant from the Charlie Johnston team, was a solid effort here last time out. Only went down in a very tight finish, and I reckon that there might just be a little bit more to come. From Beyond finished third behind Rage of Bambi, who went on to finish third in a Rockfell subsequently. That was back in the autumn at Leicester. Similar sort of track, really, Leicester to Beverley. I think the form does stack up between the two tracks. I think she'll handle this absolutely fine. And the stable are in good form, and there could be improvement to come courtesy of the wind surgery. So I think she's the big danger. Abadia didn't quite run up to her best last time out. The run here the time before behind Royal Care probably gives her a chance, but I think that might need to be improved upon. I preferred the Leap Day form behind Bobby's Blessing to that form behind Royal Care. So last one going forward, Leap Day just about for me. Let's get up for the call with Malcolm Tomlinson.
Set to go. They're off. They're racing over 7.5 furlongs for the very British Race Day Restricted Maiden Stakes, and Aberdare is out fast. Also breaking well is From Beyond and to the near side. One More No More has got a good sit. Leap Day is tucked in behind them. Rogue Soldier centre pack with Bush Rose. They're followed by Secret Joy, who races towards the rear of the field in company with Letterbar as they leave the backstretch behind them. They're on the descent, 5.5 furlongs from home. Aberdare in front in the dark blue and pink, leads up by 1.5 lengths to One More No More in the black and red quartered jacket. Then From Beyond, the pale jacket with black cap out wide. That one's followed through a little bit deeper by Rogue Soldier in red and white, and then Bush Rose in the maroon and white chevron with a white cap. Leap Day behind those in yellow and red is followed on the turn by Letterbar, and the overall back marker is Secret Joy. They're swinging right-handed at the foot of the hill, 3.5 furlongs out in the Bet365 Very British Race Day Restricted Maiden. Aberdare off the front by a length to From Beyond racing second. One More No More tight down the inside, then Rogue Soldier. Bush Rose trying to pick up from Leap Day. Couple of lengths behind those to Letterbar, and the back marker still Secret Joy, and they're inside the final 2 furlongs, and Aberdare is trying to set sail off the front. Opens up by 1.5 lengths. From Beyond gives chase in second. Rogue Soldier down the outside. Leap Day's looking for room. One More No More kept going towards the far side. Inside the furlong now. Aberdare trying to see them off from the front. Still there by 1.5 lengths to From Beyond racing second. Rogue Soldier, One More No More, but Aberdare is going to go pillar to post and win the opener for George Buey and Kevin Stott. Back in second was From Beyond. Tight behind Rogue Soldier, went past with One More No More, then Leap Day.
Aberdare has made every yard of the running so often the way around Beverley, and Aberdare kind of left alone in front really has stretched away to score from Beyond, who has finished in second, and Rogue Soldier back in third. Bit of a wider trip than ideal perhaps from that wide berth. Back in third was One More No More, and a bit disappointing really was Leap Day, who was taken back from an inside draw and never really able to get into the race. Sat sort of third or fourth early on, but never really got into a proper rhythm. Maybe found the ground lively enough, but Aberdare, who has won at 100 to 30 for George Bowie and Kevin Stott from stall 7, bounced straight out into the lead, and Kevin Stott was able to control the race really. A couple of them never really going. Secret Joy off the bridle some way out. Likewise Lataba really. You can see that at this point as Aberdare starts to stretch on, Leap Day from that inside pitch has got shuffled back. Bush Rose, who took a little bit of settling, has never been able to get involved. Nice progress from Rogue Soldier. I think he could just be one that improves as he goes into handicaps, really. I think he's learning all the time, and there could be a little bit more to come. It's a step forward for One More No More. Probably a career best from that horse. From Beyond, not given an overly hard time late on once it was clear that the winner had flown, and I suspect he's going to improve for that run and might just be one that progresses a little bit, but got them well enough stacked up. Good front running ride from Kevin Stott, and makes every yard, Tom, to take our opener.
Yeah, it was a spot on ride, wasn't it? And how it can benefit you there at Beverley on this quick ground today, and wasn't for passing. It was relatively straightforward in the end. Wonder how many repeats of that we'll see as the day progresses, particularly with the 2-year-olds to come. Right, well earned drink for the winner.